Roll call, please.
Councilmember Schultz?
Here.
Councilmember Canada?
Here.
Councilmember Herkerman?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Prida?
Here.
Mayor Chaidez?
Here.
You have your quorum.
Thank you. Okay, we have a number of presentations at this time. And if the council can join me down here on the side. And
Maybe it's me.
okay, first on a hit parade. Delegate.
This is for Mr. Austin, right? Okay, tonight we have a proclamation for Mr. Wade Austin, who is the principal for Hawaiian Elementary. Is he here? Oh. Let me read this, okay? Proclamation. Whereas the City Council of the City of Hawaiian Gardens motto is our youth, our future, and wishes to commend all those individuals who contribute to our children's education and future. And whereas the City Council wishes to congratulate and commend Wade Austin for being such an individual who has served as a leader in public education for 34 years. And whereas Wade Austin has been serving the students and community of the ABC School District for nearly 35 years, and whereas Wade Austin began working for the ABC School District in September 1971 at Mary Bragg Elementary School, where he worked for 10 years. And whereas Mr. Austin has dedicated many years throughout the schools in the district, such as Leo Elementary, Fetty Middle School, and Tracy High School for 3 years each. Whitman Elementary for 8 years as principal, and at Hawaiian Elementary School for the last 7 years as principal. And whereas Mr. Austin has devoted his professionalism, personal commitment, and hard work and effort over the past 34 years to teach and encourage students and to improve the ABC Unified School District, and whereas Wade Austin has also shared 34 years happily married to Lois, and together they have 2 sons, and whereas Wade Austin looks forward to traveling for church activities and learning to speak Spanish, play the guitar and the piano. Although he will be retired, Mr. Austin will continue to serve our community by volunteering at Hawaiian Elementary during special events. Now, therefore, the City Council of the City of Hawaiian Gardens hereby proclaims on this 14th day of June 2005 that Mr. Wade Austin is hereby commended for his explanatory years of service to the children of our community. We congratulate him on his retirement and wish him the best in the future. Leonard Chaidez, Mayor. Nope.
Thank you. Well, there's a lot of whereases there, isn't there? And it's been one of the joys of my life, ending my career at a school here in Hawaiian Gardens. It's a real part of my life now, and I live very, very close. I live in East Lakewood, almost on the border of Hawaiian Gardens, so it's about a 5-minute drive to school. And I do plan on spending a lot of time volunteering, both at the school and in the community. So this is not an end, it's just a beginning. And I'm looking forward to the new opportunities in this new beginning, and really have appreciated the friendship and the support of the council here in Hawaiian Gardens and over the years, and look forward to hopefully maybe helping you out in different kinds of ways in the future. So thank you very much. This is a nice surprise and very much appreciated. Thank you.
Might add, a couple of years ago, Wade Austin got the Latino Educator of the Year award because he did such an exemplary job in educating a lot of us Latinos. Okay. All right. The next item is a presentation from our sister city, City of San Pedro. Okay, to the City Council. He's got it?
Honorable Concilio de Hawaiian Gardens, reciban un saludo muy afectuoso del Honorable Ayuntamiento de la ciudad hermana de Venustiano Carranza, Michoacán. Soy nuevo alcalde a partir de este año 2005 y mi intención de esta venida es para fortalecer los lazos de hermandad entre Hawaiian Gardens y Venustiano Carranza o San Pedro. Muchas gracias por su invitación. Queremos también, a través de mi conducto, el Honorable Cabildo de Venustiano Carranza, invitarlos a nuestra población, a la ciudad hermana de Hawaiian Gardens, para que nos visite este año 2005 en sus fiestas o cuando ustedes así lo crean conveniente. Muchas gracias. Ustedes han sido testigos de que ahora Venustiano Carranza trae un plan de trabajo, una planeación, por lo cual nosotros también requerimos de un desarrollo de largo plazo, de una visión de futuro para nuestras familias en Venustiano Carranza. Muchas gracias por su invitación. Esperemos que vaya este concilio, esta autoridad de Hawaiian Gardens a nuestro municipio, a nuestra ciudad, para que vea un desarrollo diferente a partir de este año 2005. Esperemos que también no únicamente autoridades, sino los residentes de Hawaiian Gardens también serán bienvenidos allá en Venustiano Carranza, Michoacán. Muchas gracias por esta oportunidad que nos dan para venir a consolidar los lazos, la unión entre Venustiano Carranza o San Pedro con Hawaiian Gardens. Thank you very much.
We usually share these things when we do this, but we don't want them to leave empty-handed, okay? And we do have a city tile plaque for our Presidente, Mr. Del Rio. We have a good, close working relationship with with Venustiana Carranza and San Pedro. We've done a number of things over there to try to upgrade the quality of life. For so many years, our city council and the city was in tough shape, we could hardly help ourselves, let alone help anybody else. But now things are really looking up in our city, and we're able to do some of these things, and it makes us feel good to do it. And these people have been more than gracious in welcoming us over there to San Pedro and Venustiana Carranza. They've been very, very hospitable to us and has shown us every gracious manner that they could show us, and it's just great going down there to visit them. And so I would like to give a tile plaque you can hang it up at City Hall from the City Hawaiian Gardens to Presidente del Rio. And, of course, we went to the casino and got him a casino jacket. Oh, okay. You want to come and translate a little bit what he said?
President Del Rio has stated, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council, they bring their affectionate greetings on behalf of the sister city and their council. He's currently the new mayor for 2005, and his intent and visit here is to continue to strengthen the relationship between the two cities. He thanked the city for their invitation here, and reciprocally extends a welcome and an invitation to the City Council and the Mayor to visit Sister City. He says that they have a lot of new plans they have a lot of new plans, and it requires additional support on behalf of the city, and he knows that together we can help create that new vision for the families and see new developments beginning in 2005. He also wished to extend his welcome and invitation to the Hawaiian Gardens residents who would like to go and visit our sister city. He again thanked the council for the opportunity to work together in collaboration and the unity between the two cities and moving forward.
Photo wall. The usual. One more. The next presentation I want to give to two special people who, I know have been working in this community for a long time, never got any kind of recognition. And, you know, we're trying anything and everything we can do to try to get to some of our kids. Recently, we had a number of workshops that were put on by a nonprofit called the Torch Foundation. And the Torch Foundation did a lot of fine things, and they tried to do what they could. But I want to take this time out to recognize two people who worked there during that weekend, gave tirelessly of their efforts, and they've always given tirelessly of their efforts, and worked with a lot of our kids in town. And I just felt it was important for me to recognize these people and you to know who they are. they're Don and Penny Bachman. If you'd come on up. Hey, they busted every day, you guys, and I'll tell you, man, they don't get any recognition. Thanks a lot. And it's just a certificate of appreciation and recognition and appreciation for dedicating their time and talented efforts to serving as volunteers for our youth and our community. And I want to thank them very much from the bottom of our heart.
Yeah, thank you so much to the city for this recognition. And actually, this really speaks volumes for the entire staff at Feddy Middle School who work extremely hard every day to really support the students. And I'd like to recognize Mr. Sismar, assistant principal and new principal at Burbank Elementary, and my boss, my principal, Mr. Paul Gonzalez, for their support in letting us and encouraging us to do our jobs. Years ago, when I first started this job, Mr. Feddy used to come in, and of course, he's a saint of a man. He'd come in and talk to me a lot, and I always appreciated his advice and just kind of his down-to-earth conversations. And he said that you'll get, if you're not already, you'll get to the point where this job really is a mission and a calling. And I'm really beginning to appreciate and respect what he said and what those words meant. And really, I think, and I can speak for Penny, and it's odd that she's so quiet all of a sudden. It really isn't a job. It's really a chance to connect and interact with the students. There's no amount of money. There's really nothing else in the world that can compare with, on a daily basis, again, interacting and connecting with those students. They're a lot of wonderful kids. They come to school with issues. They don't necessarily have mean hearts or bad intentions, but they have issues. And I know we both have the philosophy, we try to empower. We try to work, we instead of looking at it as a problem, we try to make it a chance for another solution. We really try to empower the students to make good decisions about their academics, their careers, their education, their behavior, etc. So again, I can't say enough about the City of Hawaiian Gardens. We have Student Government Day, we have our Career Day, we have a lot of special events that we run through the city and work with them, and I just can't say enough for the city's support. So again, thank you very much, and on behalf of the Feddy staff, thank you too.
I was going to take
Yeah, we had to get together. There's a number of awards we got to give out, you know. So, first of all, if you could welcome with me a representative from Rudy Bermudez's, our Assemblyman Rudy Bermudez's office, Gloria Pulido, please. Thank you. Come on up. They're realizing that I delegate authority a lot. Okay. The reason I have Gloria up here because we're kind of honored that the assembly member has recognized these kids, and he has a certificate of recognition from the state of California in the assembly. So they'll be passing those out along with the people who we're going to announce. First of all, we're going to announce our 3 winners. If you don't already know, you're going to find out now.
Okay, this award goes. Not yet, Leonard. Someday. Be sure. Okay, this certificate is for recognition of for Civic for $4,000 to Paige Rosenthal.
This was athletic, $4,000 to Adrian Delgado. Oh, I can't say it. That's a great scholarship there. Congratulations.
Yeah, all right. All right, our next one is for academic achievement in the amount of $4,000 to be given to the school of the person's choice. And that goes to Patricia Otero.
Maybe you can make a remote for this thing. Okay, next one. A number of people were really success. Not everybody can win, but we did try to spread the wealth around a little bit. And there's $25,000 worth of scholarships that the city's passing out. Okay, And so the next one to win is Lauren Rosenthal, and she's won $2,500 to the school of her choice toward her scholarship. Good job, kid. There you go.
For academic, this is presented to Eduardo Lua for the amount of $2,500.
The next one is awarded academic for $1,500 to Xavier Togia.
Thank you.
Kashmir Samuels. Kashima.
Kashima.
Kashima Samuels. Academic, $1,500. Right here.
The next one's in the amount of $1,000 for civic. It goes to Susan Romo.
I know. I had to lay down. Okay, next person to win a scholarship of $1,000 in the school of her choice is Corina Lara. Is she here, Corina? All right. Good job, Corina. There you go. Congratulations. That'll never work.
And this one is awarded to Robert Bonce in the amount of $1,500.
This is academic, $1,500 scholarship for Sophia Chum. Congratulations.
Okay, I just wanted to, recognize these great people here for all their efforts in education. They've really worked hard. We think all of them are winners in our book, and we're proud to have them as part of our city. And we absolutely wish them the best of luck in their college endeavors or whatever they want to get to, even if it's anything, vocational school, whatever it is, we're hoping that they do great, okay, and I'm sure they will. At any rate, guess we'll break for pictures real quick. Let's get one more picture.
You guys line up in the front. Yeah, let me have you guys on this side. That way they have a view behind you. See, does that work or not? It's just free game. Here we go. Get a little bit lower on that. No, just the paper. It's covering your face. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now go back up a little bit so I can have the council. So, let's all be on the. You know who needs to be in the front. I don't need to go wide. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I can't get you, so I need you to come in the red. Please come to the side.
Hold on.
Okay. One more. One more right here. Thank you.
We're going to call a 5-minute recess for refreshments outside, so you go yakking with the winners, okay? All right, take it easy. Back to order again. Real quick, like, I know we had our presentations of the scholarship awards, but I got to tell you, it's got to be tough making those choices. Of course, we never do it, but but we have some very responsible people who have volunteered to do this, and it's a tough job to do, and I want to acknowledge them at this point in time. And our interview panel consisted of our Commissioner, Victor Farfan. Victor, are you around? In the hallway or something?
He was outside there.
He was outside. LA County Fire Department, Tina Herzog. She's another person. She was here earlier. And, of course, Hawaiian Elementary School Principal, Wade Austin. Thank you, Wade. Real quick, like, we do have one item I want to move from the bottom of the agenda to the top, and it's item, move your thumb. Item F2, I would ask the council your indulgence to move item F2 to item, I guess it would be, yeah, move it to the top of the agenda. We can go to closed session real quick, like right now, and we'll be back out in about 5 minutes, I suppose, if that's okay. Huh?
Just read the title.
Read the title. The title is it's a public employee performance evaluation under Government Code Section 54957. I'm sorry. Okay, and we'll go to closed session at this point in time for about 5-10 minutes at the most. Okay. I'll call the meeting back to order. Hope it wasn't too long for you. City Council has determined that they will be giving notice to terminate our contract with Woodruff, Spradlin, and Smart, and continuing legal services with Mr. John Kavanaugh, and directing Mr. Kavanaugh, our interim city attorney, come back with a new contract at the first scheduled City Council meeting in July. And that is the essence of our closed session under 54957.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before first order of business, before we start again, the city administrator would like to request the council to add an item to the agenda under E1.
E1.
And that is under new business. This is a subsequent need item, which occurred after the agenda came out, but before the meeting tonight. And it is a request by our sister city, San Pedro, to request some financial assistance, a donation for a public benefit. And at this time, we need a 4/5 vote at least to place this on the item on the agenda under E1.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on the issue? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. Items on the agenda. Do you want to take care of that now, or is that what we're going to do?
We'll take care of that, Mr. Mayor, at
E1?
I'd like to take that out of order.
All right.
You want to take that out of order?
Why don't we get it over with? Get it done.
Let's do it. Okay. We can handle that item now if you want. And
Yeah.
that's the first item on the agenda.
For E1.
You know what? Let me have a copy of that. You got that.
Just taking it out of order.
Mr. Mayor, before we do start, though, with the agenda of E1, we do need to have the oral communications prior to taking
Oh,
any
I'm
action
sorry.
on that.
Yeah, okay.
Our
Here I'm.
Lucy and Sue gave me that advice. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
we do need that. We do need that. And, okay, yeah, I missed that. At this time, this is the time for oral communications, items on and not on the agenda. This is a time reserved for members in the audience who wish to speak on items on or not on the agenda. time for speakers 3 minutes, 15 minutes total. Can't throw anything at the city council. And we're here to hear what you have to say. Please come and state your name and your address.
My name is Paul Gonzalez, principal at Fetty Middle School, 21409 South Lane, Hawaiian Gardens, if you don't know where that is.
And
I might take longer than 3 minutes, but no, actually, I just want to take this opportunity to thank the mayor and the city council for the generous donation of $40,000 to Fetty Middle School. We're in the process of re-landscaping the entire school. That goes along with modernization, and next year at this time you're going to see a school that really looks different in the sense that we're getting a facelift. And it's through the partnership that we have with the city that these things are happening on a regular basis. And as a community, it makes me very proud, having been working with the community for 30 years now, and 10 years at Fetty as a principal, 20 at Artesia High School, and working with the community, to see that in partnership we can make things happen and make things really to the standard that we really are expecting as a city. And it's exciting every day to see the new things that are happening in Hawaiian Gardens. I'm always very proud of our city and the efforts that we make as a team. And it's so good to see that. I might add that what we're buying with that money is the 50 benches, picnic benches, picnic tables for the kids. The ones that we have now are long. I think they were purchased when Mr. Heckerman was first starting at Fetty Middle School.
That was over 50 years ago.
But many of them are still in good shape, I tell you. But also we're looking at fencing for the front to change the look of the school, and also an electronic sign should we get the second request for a donation. So anyway, I'd like to thank each and every one of you. Personally, I want to thank the mayor also for helping me in the direction to look at this, and the city council. Thank you very much.
It's all right, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. I want to mention one thing also. Thank you for recognizing Don and Penny. I also want to thank Steve Sismar, who is going to be the principal at Burbank. But Don and Penny spend an inordinate amount of time working with our kids, and they're well worth it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Thank you. Just wish we had more like them in the community.
Yeah. Anybody else want to speak? Okay, we'll move on to our item on the agenda on sister cities. Okay, if I can ask the interim city administrator to give a staff report.
Sure. As honorable mayor, members of the city council, as you may be aware, our sister city officials have been in town since Friday, so we've had the opportunity to meet on several occasions. He had the opportunity to meet with 3 clubs here in California. There's one in the San Joaquin Valley and 2 here. Very successful meetings. A lot of excitement and encouragement to participate in the Sister Cities program. And I summarized, some of the projects that he's got in mind for his first year of office, and also gave you a brief update on the status of the health clinic expansion project, which you are all very interested in getting done. He will be meeting with the State Department of Health Services from Mexico to try and get that project funded 100%. They're going to be coming down to visit the location, and they're going to perform a feasibility study to see if they're able to do it. Of course, in preparation for other alternatives and options, if for whatever reason he's not able to get funding, he has made a commitment to prioritize the project and include it in the project budget for early 2006. Be one of the first projects to be completed. So with that in mind, I also attached the second page to the staff report with some recommended donations. It's been an interest of the council to improve the quality of life there in our sister city. So there's several items that I listed here. One, to start off, is the health center is in need of a washer and dryer. We went there last year. You guys seen the conditions. They're still washing by hand. So there's an allotted amount there of $600 for a washer and dryer. And with that also comes financial assistance grants to those residents from our sister city who can't afford to get their shots or whatever medical services are needed, for a total amount of $1,500 for that purpose. The second item there is scholarships. There's $1,000 recommended for allocation there. The third one is $1,000 for purchase of books in the newly opened library. Library is very big, very nice, but they are in need of books. And lastly, their cultural center is in need of audio-video equipment and other equipment within the building. The interesting thing, after meeting with the president, that I learned was that the Mexican government now has a program where if an outside or a foreign club or agency donates money to the sister city, it's tripled, meaning the local municipality contributes, the state government contributes, and the federal government contributes. So really, if you approve this $5,000 donation, it has a great impact because it equates to over $20,000 in benefits. So the benefits are really, really great here, and it's my recommendation, for you to adopt the.
Okay, I see there's a total amount of $5,230.
Right.
All right. At this time, I'm going to move that we give the grant or give the money in the sum of $5,230.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Anybody wish to discuss any items on here?
Is there any questions?
Any questions or anything like that about it?
So they are prioritizing as far as the clinic is concerned and what have you.
Yes, I have spoken to the president and talked to him right before the meeting, and he reconfirmed it again.
Okay, because that's my major concern, the health of the people down there.
It's in his best interest to cooperate fully with the city, and they're willing to do whatever is needed.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
So it means by the time we get there in a couple of months or a month or two, we'll see a washer and a dryer there. Huh?
Yeah, that'll be definitely done.
That'll be the top priority.
I'll bring my canciones over.
Okay.
In a month, he said.
In a month. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Have a motion, a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, say no. Presidente, you got help. Tienen ayuda. Okay. Going on to item A1, we're conducting a public hearing also in conjunction with item A2, which is the GAN Act proposal, I guess, limitation. So I will entertain a motion to open a public hearing on resolution on number 062-2005 and number 063-2005.
Motion to open public hearing.
Second.
We have a motion and a double second. Any discussion? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. At this time, we'll have a public hearing. Anybody wish to address the podium on any of these two items on the agenda? That's conducting a public hearing on the reso that's been published under the Brown Act for fiscal year 2005-2006. That's the budget for the fiscal year 2005-2006. And the GAN limitation under Resolution 062-2005.
Mr. Mayor, and members of the council, I have a staff presentation that will take just a couple of seconds. Sue, if you'd handle out the sheets. As you'll recall, we had 3 workshops related to the budget. You had some input related to some changes that you wanted made, plus you discussed all the items related to the budget. What you're getting tonight is one sheet is a summary of the changes that were proposed at the workshops to the original proposed budget. You've got $85,000 we're going to be putting in for public safety grants. We're funding the STAR camp for 6th graders. We're reducing Public Works contract services. We're adding back the Mexican Independence Day special event. We're adding the donation to Fetty Middle School. We're putting in a citywide fee study, appraisals of city property, which would be related to a potential refinancing of our certificates of deposit of participation. We put the cost of the public safety grants equal to the revenues. There's also two things we did not really discuss at those hearings that have come up that I think we need to include in the budget. One is you're authorizing a public safety manager. I think we need to get him some wheels. Otherwise, you'd have to walk around the city. So that's one of the items we're proposing.
Get him a Segway.
And then the other one is that the Carson Street repaving, the bids came in, and you'll be you've got that on your agenda to approve that this evening, and that is going to cost us $150,000 more than what we expected when I put together the budget. So that increases the cost of the budget by $216,000. The budget had room for increased expenditures of $242,000, so we still have a little leadway there, not much, but a little bit, and so we're fine. The second sheet you got is just a summary of what of the total budget, which is what you're approving. So as far as this budget is concerned, my recommendation to you is to approve the budget summary, the budget plus the proposed adjustments as proposed there. The GAN limit is the other item that we're discussing right now. We're required by this Article 13B of the State of California Constitution, known as Prop 4, to each year fix a GAN limit for our city. Our GAN limit this year to be $12,082,803. That's, if you have any questions, I'd be delighted to answer them. I think we went over a lot of this at the hearings. If you have any other questions or any other additions or deletions you want to make to the budget, you still need to get the public input if they have some ideas that they might want us to consider.
Anybody in the public want to make any comments about the budget?
My name is Alvin Sonic. I own some property on Carson Avenue. I'm concerned with the asphalt company. I don't not know them personally, but I find that by tearing down the surface, you're going to have a problem with customers coming into my area, shop area. Now, I noticed a couple years ago on 1 Avenue, somebody did the asphalt. And last year I noticed it was falling apart, just moving away, just the asphalt was moving. I'm concerned after you pass this budget for over $700,000, are they going to be, is this the same company who did the work on 1 Avenue? If they did, I have big concern on the spending money for this project, and to come back another year, they have to redo it again. That's only my concern. I'm not against the proposal. I just want to make sure if this company is the same company who did the asphalt on 1 Avenue. That's it.
Yeah, it's not the same company.
I believe it. Joe?
Yeah, just a comment on the problem that we had on 1 Avenue was actually an engineering problem, not a problem from the asphalt company. It wasn't spec'd out correctly from the contract engineer.
Right.
But we did fix the problem, though.
Yeah.
And it is slated for slurry seal.
And his other question was about not the same company, right?
I don't believe it's not, but
All right.
All American that's being recommended here tonight is a very reputable company, and we realize that that is a big project, and we will work with the businesses for ingress-egress purposes.
Well, just to answer the gentleman also, that we were also concerned about the 1 Avenue thing there with the asphalt parting and what have you and everything. Evidently, they hadn't roughed the street properly and so on and so forth. So it was a little glitch there. But no, we'll be hiring a new company. And as far as your business is concerned, I'm sure Joe can work with you as far as making accommodations for in and out, what have you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? If none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion closed.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on the issue? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
All right.
So ordered.
Motion to waive further reading and adopt resolutions 062-2005 and 06...
One at a time.
One at a time.
Oh, just one at a time? All
One
right.
at a time.
Then do 062-2005 then.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on the issue? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. Does we need a roll call vote on a budget? Yeah, we do. He's going, yeah,
Do we
we
need-
do. Let's have a roll call vote then.
Okay. We're spending money.
You're spending money.
Yeah.
Councilmember Schultz?
Yes.
Councilmember Canada?
Yes.
Councilmember Heckerman?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Prida?
Yes.
Mayor Chaidez?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay.
Thank you.
What about the GAN limit?
All right.
Oh.
Motion to waive further reading and adopt resolution number 063-2005.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on that issue? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Item so ordered. Item B. Under item B is ordinances. There are no ordinances at this time. But under resolutions, under C1, we have an adopting resolution 064-2005, approving pre-issued warrants and regular warrants to the whopping sum of $310,118.34. Anybody want to entertain a motion?
Second.
Second.
Got a
A
double
motion and a
second.
double second. I don't know if this is going to pass, but we'll move along.
Bread and butter.
Yeah, bread and butter. Any further discussion on this issue? If none, roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Schultz?
Yes.
Councilmember Canada?
Yes.
Councilmember Heckerman?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Prida?
Yes.
Mayor Chaidez?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item C2, which is adopting resolution confirming cost of abatement for properties located at 22021 Norwalk Boulevard and 22210 Seine, and directing the staff to redeem said costs.
Move it.
Second.
Motion is second on Resolution 065-2005. Any further discussion on this issue? Bless you. If none, if none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Very good. Okay, item C3, adopting resolution 066-2005, a request from the Community Development Department to approve a single-family housing rehab project through the Community Development Department Block Grant Program, better known as CDBG, for the property located at 22309 Juan Avenue, owners Marco and Esperanza Aguirre. And the reason it's coming to us is because I believe it's going to cost them a little bit more money than their limit.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a rehab, and you know us in rehabs.
All right, I'm going to move waive further reading and adopt resolution 066-2005, and I want a little discussion.
Okay.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Okay, you can commence.
Under discussion, we're sure now that in granting this, that they are financially capable of handling the loan, what have you?
Well, usually these
Not
loans are
even a
not
home.
paid back till there's transfers and titles and things like that, so.
Okay, well.
If you look at the third page, as far as there's a mortgage of $120,000 on the property. We show comps of $235,000. Definitely, this property will be within that limit, and we don't have a problem with it.
Now, I've been by the home. From what I'm seeing, it's going to do wonders for that place.
Well, unfortunately, we can't do much more with this property. It's a 25-foot lot. There are surrounding properties in a similar situation that are 25-footers, and there's not much we can do except just rehab them and just make them a better living condition. And again, like the mayor had indicated, the only reason why this particular one is coming before you is because of the limit. Anything over $35,000 goes before the city council.
And it's 68,502?
Right. On page 2 is a list of all the scope of work that's being done to the house. And on the last page, you'll see the floor plan. The house is being expanded. They're going to be converting the living room to they're going to be converting one of the, adding a new bedroom, adding a new bathroom, and just making the house a little bit livable and expanding the square footage.
Are they going up?
No.
No, they're just adding room to the rear and to the front.
Okay.
If you look at the,
And the laundry room as well.
and along the side there, I believe.
Eventually, they may have to come back for a variance because it is a 25-foot lot, so when you're adding a room, you got 3 foot on each side, you have to get a variance. But
Yeah, you have to get a
that's,
variance.
The character of that neighborhood.
I'm okay with that, though.
Yeah, there's a picture of the home, existing home right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Any further discussion? If none, I'll call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. So ordered.
Okay.
Very good. Let me go here. Item C4, which is a resolution requesting the Community Development Department to award a contract to All-American Asphalt in the amount of $695,000 for Carson Street resurfacing project between Pioneer and Bloomfield.
Is this including the $150,000 that we just approved?
Yeah.
On the budget? Okay.
Move
Then,
it.
all right, she moved it, I'll second.
Any further discussion on this item? If not, if none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. There goes Resolution 67, 2005. Okay, item C5, adopting Resolution 068, 2005, a request from the Community Development Department to approve a preliminary engineer's report for the Consolidated Landscaping and Lighting and Assessment District, number HGLA-LLA1, adopting a resolution and intention to levy an assessment, and that'll be Resolution number 068, 2005.
Motion waive further reading, adopt resolution.
Second.
Number 68.
Motion and second. Any further discussion on this item?
Quick. Boy, you're fast tonight.
If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
those opposed say no. And down to item D1, approval of minutes of May 24, 2005, regular meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? If none, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say no. Also, June 1st, 2005.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. And item D2 is consideration of an appeal by the Jewish War Veterans of Fireworks Permit 2005. Item D2, do we have a staff report on that?
Yeah.
Or do we have something on it?
Yes,
Oh,
Honorable
there-
Mayor, you do have a staff report on it, D2. It's on the last one on the end of your paperwork there.
Yeah.
Did you find it, sir?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Basically, we just reiterated our reasons why we were denying him in the first place. And we just took it in sequences. We received a letter from an attorney requesting that we take this into consideration. And even though it wasn't done in the appeals process as is outlined in the municipal code book, our city attorney said we could go ahead and take that as the appeal. And so basically, we just went down and, like I said, just reiterated why he was denied in the first place.
Mhm. All right.
Well,
Basically, it was noncompliance of the appeals process, but we went ahead and ignored that, and noncompliance of the qualifications. And noncompliance of conditions of approval. Once last year, you gave him some conditions of approval, which he did not comply with. You had requested that he do something with VFW, or you basically said an organization like the VFW. Mr. Selnick stated that he would do something with VFW. He sent us a letter, and the letter is included in here, that he would give 10% of his proceeds to the VFW after the less amount of the $150 that he was giving to the city, to the senior program, and to the Easter camp. In reality, he should have sent $171 to the VFW. He sent $50. And so that was one of our reasons, too, because you had asked him to put something in writing, which he did, but he did not comply with what he stated in writing. And he did stay open after hours, and I was one of them that I was there on July 4th, and I heard one of his workers tell people, come back after 10 o'clock, and we'll give you a good deal. And I said, no, you close at 9, and the guy just looked at me. And we do have a letter in the file that states that he was open after hours.
Now, I'd like to answer to the assumption of Sue Underwood about her statement.
Mr. Selnick?
Yes.
You're not recognized by the chair.
Okay.
Okay? First of all, understand something. We're trying to conduct business here. It's not the time for a public hearing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought the appeal was a kind of a public hearing.
No, it's not kind of anything. Okay?
That's my misunderstanding. That's why I came.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you 3 minutes, and you can give me your dissertation in 3 minutes. How's that sound?
Well, I might need 5. I'm trying to
You got 3
answer.
minutes. You got 3 minutes. You're
Well,
lucky
then
you're lucky to get 3.
Well, I assume then it's all about money and not what we do in the organization. I assume that's the whole thing. We do participate as much as we can. And we do function what we promised. The letter stated when I gave it to Sue that it stated at the time I wrote it, June 17th, and she accepted the agreement at that time that I would give 10% of my, to the veterans, less the amount I promised the City Hall, and she accepted it at that time. 12 months later, now she finds a cause of not accepting it. I think that's unfair. I mean, one thing is during the program, and 12 months later she denied it. At the time I applied for this application, she flatly said that I will not get permit because she won't give it to me. That's not fair either. I both to go through the council, not through her. Now, since I only got 3 minutes, I'm going to go down to the nitty-gritty. In 2000, year 2000, I came prepared for the city council to approve my fireworks. I had to go through all the things that she stated, like everybody else. She came representing a church in Cerritos. She didn't go through the procedure and the qualifications or the requirements to get a fireworks stand. I had to do it and everybody else. She came in here representing her church. In 3 minutes, the council and mayor okayed it. That is not fair. Since 1998, I've been having a difficulty getting a fireworks stand for my organization. But I've been here 25 years. I never had trouble up to 98. 98, for some reason, the mayor and the council changed the feelings for my post that has been here since 1982. I figure it's double standards to allow an organization to have a fireworks stand in 2000 who never qualified as a organization that was in the city of Hawaiian Gardens at all, and gave it to her without going through the requirements that I and 9 other organizations did. And that's what I'm presenting. You can't have 2 standards. You're going to have 1 standard, and she shouldn't have even been allowed to even be permitted to have a fireworks stand at that time, but you did. And all I'm trying to say, we of the Jewish war veterans only got a couple more years left, because we're getting in the 80s, and we won't be able to have a fireworks stand because we don't have the help and we can't handle it. All we ask is a couple, 2 more years, and then we're all through. And that's all I'm asking. Be fair and allow us to have a fireworks stand. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
First of all, in the year 2000, I was not the city clerk here. The church I belonged to went through the procedures of applying for a fireworks stand, as every other a nonprofit organization did. The dynamics at that time were such that the majority of our people were coming from Hawaiian Gardens to the church, and Mr. Tony Lopez was the city clerk at the time, and he approved the permit. In the year 2001, the dynamics were still the same. By 2002, they had changed, and I told the church, don't even ask for a fireworks stand because you will not be allowed one. And I take affront at the fact that, like I said, I wasn't even the city clerk in 2000, and we went through the process. We would never, ever, any organization goes through the same process. And for Mr. Selnick to state that I told him straight out he wasn't going to get a fireworks stand, that's ludicrous. I don't say that to anyone. Everybody can apply. And it's up to the council to make the decision, not up to me.
The applicant did state that he's been having difficulty since 1998, and the reason for that is because he has not been compliant since 1998. We've had one of the requirements of the municipal code is that the organization is based in the city or directly serves the youth and community. And since 1998, and perhaps even farther than that, that's been one of the issues that we've been concerned about with the Jewish war veterans. As a matter of fact, last year, our records reflect that Mr. Selnick specifically told both Sue and I that he used to serve. There used to be Hawaiian Gardens residents who were at the Long Beach hospital, Veterans Hospital, and as of last year, at least, that one member that they still had passed, and it's been very difficult for us to be able to recommend approval for the last few years because of noncompliance with the municipal code, and that has been one of the major issues with Mr. Selnick's application.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you've heard both sides. It's up to you guys what you want to do on the appeal. I'll entertain any motion.
Well, I know that we have changed our municipal code on that and what have you, and if, we have made allowances in the past, but, we can't continue to do that. We open up a can of worms in that respect if we do that. In allowing one, then you have others coming into the city from outside the city and wanting it, and so on and so forth. And I don't know, I guess our attorney could advise us on that, but I believe we'd be opening a can of worms on that.
Mr. Mayor, the issue here, and just for the record, though, the city clerk does actually make a decision, a decision to recommend approval or deny of a permit. So the city clerk does have that authority. As you recall, that the last, I believe the last meeting, the city clerk made recommendations with respect to the fireworks stands, and the city council voted on that. This appeal, although again wasn't necessarily compliant with the code, we treated it as an appeal so that the applicant could afford the process to come before you. But procedurally, the city clerk does make a decision and to recommend, and so that's it. I think what the council needs to look at is to look at the past year, not go back farther, but look at the past year. And as the city clerk did say, there were conditions of approval that were imposed upon the permit that apparently were not complied with. So it's up to the council to make the determination. I wouldn't make the determination based on what precedents would be, but based on what the conditions were and the applicant was last year. So I think you need to really focus in on the issues and with the staff report that the city clerk has presented.
All right, well, there's another thing that bothers me on this also is the fact that there were after hours, there were hours of doing business and they went past those hours of doing business. So that portion of it was not met. There were, I understand that there were dumping made into trash containers and so on and so forth that they were not supposed to be doing and so on and so forth. So I can only go by what I have found on this, and my recommendation would be not to approve.
I'll second that, too.
Can I approach the council?
No.
No? Okay.
You have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on this issue at this time? Anybody want to make any comments? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Okay.
All right.
Item,
Excuse me, that means denied?
yes.
All right. Thank you.
Going on to item E, there's no new business at this time. Closed session, we do have a closed session, but we will not adjourn at this particular time, but we'll reopen the Community Development Agency meeting. Yeah, I guess we can do that. We can go to oral staff reports at this time.
Steve, why don't you give us an update on our corporate challenge, please?
Certainly. Last Friday night, we had the opening ceremonies for Corporate Challenge, and as I mentioned in the past, we have 6 local organizations participating. We played 6 board games on Friday night, and Councilmember Canada was in attendance. On Saturday, we had a soccer tournament with 5 of the 6 companies participating, and I'm happy to say that on both occasions, the City of Hawaiian Gardens team came in first place. Last night we had bowling.
You better.
Last night we had bowling in Seal Beach, and all 6 companies participated, and the Hawaiian Gardens Casino came out victorious. So the overall standings to date, the casino is in first place, the city's in second place, and Tri-City is in a close third place. We continue on Thursday evening at the C. Robert Lee Center with volleyball. All 6 companies are participating. Friday night at Leeware, we have the boat races, which is the best event because some people miss when they jump in the boat. And then on Saturday morning, we have our men's softball tournament. So we hope to see you there.
When's the softball tournament?
Saturday morning, 9 o'clock.
Oh, that'd be good.
Where at?
At Ferris Fetty.
Betty. Bring your hot dogs.
I don't know, I saw some pictures of last year's on that boat thing. That was fun.
Okay. Oral council reports. Any oral council reports at this time?
Just a reminder, of course, it's not raining, but that new law is going into effect very shortly on July 1st, and that is you must have your lights on, or whenever you have your lights on, you must have your windshield wipers going if it's raining. So just keep that in mind, please.
I'd like to mention something about the corporate challenge. I'd like to see more, maybe some of our council members and city staff come and cheer, because the casino and some of the other corporations have their cheering session there, and we need to go out there and cheer for our city.
Yeah. We're going to try to make it. Well, I'm going to be gone this
You're the
weekend.
mayor.
That's a problem.
Again?
Yeah.
You're
I got a
supposed to be
weed.
there.
I got a weed, or else I'll get busted by the county of San Bernardino having weeds.
And a weed whacker, huh?
Then I never hear the end of it from Joe. You know,
Hawaiian Gardens Mayor Buster.
they're probably on the phone with each other. Hey, you can get this guy. He's at 155 turn. I'm afraid of getting back at me or something. All right. All right, and at this time, I guess I will move on to the RDA agenda. I'll call that to order. And have a roll call, please.
Director Schultz?
Here.
Director Canada?
Here.
Director Heckerman?
Here.
Vice Chairmember Prida?
Here.
Chairmember Chides?
Here.
You have your quorum.
Oral communications on RDA. This is time reserved for members of the audience who wish to speak on agenda items on and not on the agenda. Period is limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Maximum allotted time is 15 minutes. Anybody want to talk on the redevelopment agency? If none at this time, I'll close that and go to public hearing, conducting a public hearing for the approval of the budget. For the budget for the RDA for the fiscal year 2005, 2006. That's Reso number 2005-0015. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to open public hearing.
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second to open public hearing. Any further discussion? If none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Public hearing is now open. Anybody want to talk on the RDA? If none, I'll entertain a motion to
Motion
close
closed.
public hearing.
Second.
Motion to approve resolution number
We need to vote on that
2005-015.
closing public hearing. All
Do we
those in
need-
favor
oh,
say aye.
aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no.
Okay.
You guys are too fast for me.
Well,
Okay, now I'll
All right, motion to approve 2005-015 resolution.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on this item. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Director Schultz?
Yes.
Director Canada?
Yes.
Director Heckerman?
Yes.
Vice Chairmember Prida?
Yes.
Chairmember Chavez?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, adopting resolutions 2005-016, approving pre-issued warrants and regular warrants in the amount of $18,103.73.
Motion to waive further reading, adopt resolution 2005-016.
Second.
Any further discussion? If none, roll call vote, please.
Director Schultz?
Yes.
Director Canada?
Yes.
Director Heckerman?
Yes.
Vice Chairmember Prida?
Yes.
Chairmember Chavez?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Just a point of clarification, I think we have a typo on
Okay.
item A1, that is resolution, I think I read it as 2005-0015, it's 2005-015. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, we'll go to consent calendars. No items presented at this time. Discussion items on the presentation of minutes of May 24, 2005. Regular meeting. Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. June 1st, 2005. Adjourn regular meeting.
Move to approve.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Very good. You guys are getting with it. Any further discussion on this issue? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. So ordered. Under new business, there's no new business at this time. There's no closed sessions at this time. Oral staff reports under RDA. None at this time. Oral agency reports under RDA. None at this time. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn to June 28, 2005 at 6 p.m.
So moved.
A motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Down to Public Housing Authority. Can we have the musical chairs, please?
Hope we hurry. I have to.
Man, we got some good reps. I'll tell you, they're here every meeting, man.
I didn't take advantage of it.
Thank God. Where would we be without them? Really? How you doing? Doing okay? All right, girl. All right. I'll call the meeting to order at this time. We have a roll call, please.
Director Schultz?
Here.
Director Jewell? Director Mahar? Here. Director Canada?
Here.
Director Heckerman?
Here.
Vice Chairmember Prida?
Here.
Chairmember Chavez?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Oral communications items on the agenda, not on the agenda this time reserved for members of the audience wishing to speak on items on and not on the agenda. Period is for will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Allotted time of 15 minutes. Anybody want to talk on public housing? If none, we'll go on to a public hearing, conducting a public hearing, adopting resolution 2005-007, approving the budget for the Public Housing Authority for fiscal year 2005 and 06. A resolution of the Public Housing Authority approving the City of Hawaiian Gardens budget for fiscal year 2005-2006. Anybody want to?
Motion to open public hearing.
Have a
Second.
motion and a second. Any further discussion on this issue for public hearing? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. We'll have a open public hearing right now. If anybody wants to talk about housing, Section 8 housing, rehab, CDBG. Don't chime up all at once. Take a number. Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to close.
Motion to close.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 No
Motion to
discussion.
waive further reading and adopt resolution number 2005-007.
Second.
Yeah, motion and a second. Very good. Any further discussion on this item? Roll call vote, please.
Director Schultz?
Yes.
Director Jewell? Director Mahar? Yes. Director Canada?
Yes.
Director Heckerman?
Yes.
Vice Chairmember Prida?
Yes.
Chairmember Chides?
Yep.
Motion carries.
Very good. Discussion items, approval minutes of May 24th, 2005, regular meeting.
Move it.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion on this May 24th meeting? I know it was a critical meeting.
Yeah.
You know, the future of the city's at hand.
Oh, yeah.
If none, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say no. I know I'm going this real fast. June 1st, 2005, adjourn regular meeting.
Move it.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion on this side? None? No? Everybody's okay with that? Read all those minutes? Okay, very good. Hey, you got to make it interesting, gang.
Moving right along.
Okay, moving right along. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Wow, that was a big aye. Okay, see new business, none. Closed session, none. Oral staff reports under PHA. Nobody's here. Okay, oral board reports. Anybody want to talk about housing? Adjournment. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn to June 28th at 2005 at 6 p.m.
So moved.
We are adjourned. Okay, at this time, we will break off and go back to the city council meeting where it is item. Oh, very good, very good.
Closed session.
Closed session
That's
under,
item
under 54957.6, that is a conference with labor negotiations pursuant to that government code section. Okay? We'll break off into closed session real quick and we'll come right back out. Very good, girls. You. I'll call the meeting back on to order. And we did have our closed session, and we don't have anything to discuss about that closed session. Nothing really occurred. No action was taken.
No action was taken, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. And I'll entertain a motion. Ooh, where am I at? Is this it? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn to June 28th,
So moved.
2005 at 6 p.m. Get that in place, we will adjourn.